Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Rhoda Gordon, a certified photo manager, and on this YouTube channel we talk about all things photos, both your print and digital photos. I'll be telling you tips and tricks, and if you want to know something specific, leave a comment and I'll address it in my next YouTube video. So I am a certified photo manager and the owner of Sunflower Photo Solutions, as well as the creator of Dig Your Photos. It's the only print photo management kit on the market. It will help you organize all your boatloads of photos, and it'll be a fun activity too. So get one today. So I'm really excited to tell you that today I'm starting a whole new series, and it's called How Bad Is It? And in the coming YouTubes in this series, we'll talk about how bad or good or mediocre it is to do certain things with your photos. And today we're going to discuss the good old magnetic album. So you may not have known that this is called a magnetic album, but it's the albums that were very popular in the late 60s, 70s, 80s, and into the 90s. And it was a way that we stored our photos in the albums. And the interesting thing about these type of albums are that they had this plastic sheet on top. You opened it up, and there is glue down here. And you placed your photo, or in this case, I guess I had a newspaper article. This is actually me winning the science fair in 8th grade. Crazy. And your photo's stuck to the page, and then you put the plastic sheathing back over it. And the question is, how bad is it to keep your photos in a magnetic album like this? So we're going to start the process. Don't you love these? Very styling, I think. Anyway, so here's my good and bad meter. So we're going to say, how bad is it to keep my photos in the magnetic album? It's bad. It's very, very bad. And you should get your photos out of your magnetic album. And I'll tell you why. The whole idea of this magnetic album is that the photos stayed in place because of the glue that's on the pages, right? And it made it very easy to put your photos in it. And we made quick work of doing it when we created our albums. But the problem there is that the glue itself is not really safe for photos, and it's made up of chemicals that are eating the photo from the back to the front. So over time, it could actually disintegrate your photo from the back forward, and you will lose that precious memory. So you should be getting those photos out of the magnetic album. Now, one of two things usually happens when you try and take a photo out of the album. One is, if you peel it, it either pops right off, this one does not, or it falls out, and that's because the glue itself has dried up. And it happens a lot of times if you've stored your photos in, or the photo album, in a cool, dry space. But often other times, and this is the case here, where the photo really is giving me a little trouble pulling it out. And then what do you do when that happens? Well, one of the tools that you'll find in Dig Your Photos, and in this handy toolkit that you get with Dig Your Photos, is a palette knife. So you can take your handy dandy palette knife, stick it under one corner of the photo that's stuck, and gently ease the photo out. Okay? And that usually does the trick. Now, if you don't own Dig Your Photos and are not going to purchase it, and you don't have an artist in the house that has a palette knife laying around, there is something else you can do. You can take dental floss. You take a strand of dental floss, you hold it taut between your hands, and you take the middle of the taut string or floss, and you put it underneath the corner of the photo, and you gently ease the photo out. You don't want to go too fast because you don't want to rip the photo. And the last trick to try is, if neither of those work, is to put the whole page of photos, not the whole album, but the whole page of photos, into the freezer for 5 minutes, not too much longer, and that will cause the glue to freeze up a little bit and crystallize, and a lot of times then it makes it much easier to get the photo out. So try those 3 things. Don't ever force the photo to come out because we don't want to rip your precious memory. And if all else fails, you can find a reputable photo manager to scan the whole page, and then we can use photo editing software to turn it into photos, single photos from that page. So I want to really thank you for listening, and subscribe if you like this YouTube channel. And I really do want to hear a comment back. But most importantly, get your photos out of the magnetic albums because, as I said, it's bad. All right, have a great day.